Hello, good morning, everyone. It's Brenda over here at Blasterworks, and it is time to do our 10 minutes a day Essence of Time challenge. It is day 17, and I realize I need some plain backgrounds here. So today may be quicker than 10 minutes, I'm not sure. But I want to do like a gradient with kind of like a grayish color, like a sky, like a rainy day sky, because I do have a picture in mind that I might do later for the art journal part. But for now, I just need the background. I got some of the, from yesterday's infusion, some of the little dots were either on here and they just came on there when I was putting the gesso down. I did lay a layer of gesso down to prep the page. And so now I'm going to do a gradient. I'm going to try this color. Usually I can mix and make my own grays, but I kind of like this blue too. So I'm going to maybe have it kind of a bluish gray. We'll see. But I'm going to start my timer and just do a gradient. I wonder if I should wet the page too. You know what? I'll wet it as I go if I feel like it. Because the thinner the paint, the easier it is to spread and blend. So I may have to actually spray down some water on my paints here, just in case. All right, so let me start my timer. And I think I'll start with some of the blue. Let's see how this looks. Too blue. All right, so I might, let's see if I can. It's too much. Yeah, it's too dark, I think. But you see underneath that, I'll just take some of that off. I might be okay. And you know what? I probably need a bigger brush, I'm thinking too. So let's just do this. If I don't get all the way to the ends, that's okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, I like this better than that first initial blue. All right. Let's go again. Still, it's more blue than I like, so I may still go back over it with some white. Let's see. White and a touch of gray, touch of black. I think I've made my paint a little too thin over here. Now this is going to be dark. All right, I don't want that much on there. Start up here. Yeah, so this might take the whole 10 minutes as I try to figure out what color I want. Yeah, I thinned it out a little too much. So that's why you get all that white coming through from the background. And again, we're not going to worry about it because why? I can always paint over it. It does kind of look like a stormy sky though. I just didn't want it to be this stormy, that's all. Maybe a little lighter. But like I said, we can always go back later and lighten it up with some white gesso or something. All right, let's see if I can kind of blend this in a little bit better. That's still too dark for me though. I wonder if I put a paper towel over it. Take some, might actually make it look like clouds a little bit. Nope. Just fingerprinted clouds. All right, you know what? Let's see. What what do I want to do now? You know what? I'm going to go with just some white down here. Move my way up, like so. What I should have done was tape the edges to make like a border, but I might just paint a border around it, you know, kind of like a white or a black border. That way I don't got to worry about the edges. Just focus on the middle. What is happening here? What is happening there? Yeah, acrylics are hard to blend sometimes because they dry so fast. That's why I add water to it, but I started with too much water, I think. But that's kind of starting to look good up here. I just don't like up here, but I can always, like I said, go over that again. Let's see. Do I want at the bottom? Kind of still want a little bit of color at the bottom, but I think I'm gonna make it more lighter gray down here and then work my way up. Yeah, that. Or it could be a double gradient too. Oop. Doesn't help that my pages are curling up. I need to lay down some more white. And then the bottom here, later, if I turn this into a painting or an art piece, it would probably change too, because it would have to be like possibly a forest or a city, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm not too concerned about the bottom. Just mostly focus on the top. Water on my brush. Can kind of dry. Okay, let's get a little bit of blue again. Put it up here. Oh, let's mix it with some white. Oh, see? That gesso is coming through on top. Why is it doing that? Probably because I need to let it dry a little bit more. But I ain't got time for that. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I can always add, I'll fix the top later after it dries, because right now it's so wet and saturated that the white background gesso is coming through. But I like this. I like this right here. So I'll darken the top after it dries, which I won't have time to do today. But I'm liking this right here. It's just this part I got to fix, and then I'll probably put a thin border around the edges. And I only have 45 seconds left. Here it goes. And because I have to go to work, I'm not going to extend this video, but maybe when I get home, I'll fix that. And then I'll just put a post on YouTube and just show the top again. But for today, I'm going to stop here in my 10 minutes allotted time. It is turning out the way I want it to, so I am happy about that. I just don't like this area right up here. And there's a little bit of white streaks coming through. So I'll try to blend that in a little bit better to where it's like this. I know it's hard to see because of the glare, but this looks pretty good down here. There's still streaks, but that's okay. I don't mind these kind of streaks right here. It kind of makes it look just like a overcast type of sky. So yeah, but these up here I don't really like that much. So I'm gonna blend the top after work. All right. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Sorry this one was a little bit boring, but you know, I need some plain backgrounds in this book also. I came to that realization. Actually, I came to it a few days ago, but I just kept going with the colorful and, you know, detailed backgrounds. So yeah, so I need some plain ones in here too. All right. Okay. Well, you guys have a great day. I'm off to work. Love y'all. Just see you tomorrow.